Hello everyone, I am Mohammad Sarfraz. I am assistant professor in mechanical branch. I am teaching here in engineering college Jhalawar. Today we are going to discuss the subject power generation, and this is a 8th semester subject, and the subject code is 8ME3A. Okay, in this lecture we are going to discuss about the solar cell. It's a very important part of this unit and this subject. And let's discuss about the solar cell. It's also called photovoltaic cell. What photovoltaic cell? You can see in this slide there's an application of photovoltaic cell. There's various applications are there, and there's a very practical one is there. First of all, you can see the bag here. Have you putting this photovoltaic cell into the bag, and this bag is used for charging the mobile cell like a battery. And second is the street light. You can see here at the top of the street light we are putting some plates, or we can say array of solar cells, and they are directly here this photovoltaic display convert light energy into electricity. And the third is camera. You can see that camera there we have put in some type of photovoltaic cells. This is used for the uh, directly charging the battery or directly giving the power to the camera. And fourth is the solar car. You can see that at the top of the car we are putting some cells, or we can say battery, where directly this attack the observe the sun, and this converted due to the this sun energy, that was solar energy, is converted to electrical energy. There are various applications are there. So in the next class we are going to discuss about the solar energy. What is solar energy? As you know that it's a source of energy, that it's a clean and renewable source produced by the sun, as we heard, and it's also a renewable source of energy. Nowadays we are using very less amount of this energy, and the future as in the future it's having a loss of capacity to generate, to convert to switch this conversion source of energy to non-conversion. You can see there is a loss of uh, things are there why these are using for producing electricity. Nowadays, as you've seen that there's coal and natural gases are there, nuclear power also, and oil. These are the non-conventional source of energy. These are conventional source of energy which are producing uh, electricity, but now we are replacing this source of energy to solar energy. You can see the amount of this other renewable source: hydro, wind, biomass, geothermal, tidal wave. We have already discussed this type of energies are there. These are type solar radiation, and let's see the how solar electricity works. That as you rightly seen that there's a plate, solar plate. This is called photovoltaic cell, and this cell are made of semiconductor material. We know that there is two kind of basically semiconductor material used. First is silicon, and second is germanium. As you know that semiconductor material, what is semiconductor material? It's actor and conductor insulator. To be to that material is called semiconductor material. So this is used for charging the battery. As we know that this battery is used for various purposes. That is for the 12-volt battery is used for charging the cooler, cell phone, fan, and our light or torch. You can say spotlight. And second battery, that is with the help of inverter, it is converted. We are using inverter, and this 230-volt battery is used for charging the laptop, television, or fluorescent light or pump, like that. So here the solar cell, you can see the type solar cell type. There is a electrical device that we know that solar cell, what is electrical device, so directly convert solar energy into electricity, as we know that. And there are various type of solar cells are there. First is monocrystalline cells, and the thin and the second is a thin layer cells. You can see monocrystalline, that's a form of crystalline structure, and second is amorphous cell type of cells are there, and they are having different capacity and efficiency, we can say that. Next, silicon based solar cell. Okay, there's also some type of silicon based solar cells are there, and it's a lightweight with energy greater than the band gap of silicon is absorbed. There's a lightweight is there, and you can see that the application energy is given to the electron in the crystal lattice. Then this energy excite when the energy is going to the electron crystal lattice, this energy excite the electron. It's free to move. it can flow anywhere. So a positive hole on the left of the electron plus this separation of the electron and hole creates a voltage and a current. You can see that application here also. So silicon based solar cell using light energy from a sun to generate electrical energy currently, right? So dye-synthesized solar cell is here. You can see that there is a dye-synthesized solar cell also, and this is a light with high enough energy excite electron, and the dye molecules excite electron infuse the semiconductor type TiO2 and are transported off a cell. Positive has left in the dye molecules, and then separation of the excited electron and hole create a voltage, right? So here the solar cell comparison we can I already discussed there are basically two types of silicon based solar cell and also dye synthesized solar cell. There is a comparison between both. That first is silicon based having a high efficiency and as compared to silicon based cell, dye synthesized cell having low efficiency, and the life of silicon cell based solar cell is high and dye synthesized is shorter. And as you know that is the silicon based solar cell is very expensive because it's a high manufacturing cost and also it is made in a vacuum. That's why it increases the cost of silicon based solar cell. And dye-synthesized solar cell, as compared to this, it's a relatively inexpensive, less expensive, you can say. It's a silicon based solar cell is a fragile, rigid, and thick, and but dye-synthesized is a lightweight and it's flexible. And if you compare the life, then it takes 4 years to produce energy saving equivalent to cost of the production. And if you compare the dye-synthesized, it takes approximately 3 months to produce the energy saving equivalent to cost of production. As you see that there is comparison and we can say differences are there. So this was the also the next slide, solar nano challenge. As we know that to increase the efficiency of the solar battery, or we can say we are using some nanoparticles, which nanoparticles are there which increase to efficiency of the cell. And solar future, as we know that nowadays in India and in the world we are using very less amount of this solar solar energy, like solar sun having a large immense power which can be used for our general purposes. So the sun is a singular solution to our future energy needs, as we know that, and sunlight delivers more energy in 1 hour than Earth uses 1 year. So whatever amount of Earth uses energy, sorry, sun produces more energy than that, and an X is free of greenhouse gases and pollutant. As we know that it's a renewable source of energy. Also, it is free of pollutant and greenhouse gases. And it's from geopolitical constraint, as we know, it's an enormous gap between our life or tiny solar particles, and there is an interdisciplinary. So as we know that to increase this technology, we need to do interdisciplinary research like in physics, chemistry, biology, and materials, particle or nanoscience field. We need to come up with a common platform and research in this field. So this was the solar feature, and that's it. We have completed this topic, that is for the solar photovoltaic cell. Okay, so thanks for this slide or topic. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.